We're dealing with natural products. And as we all know, just by being a natural product, this product comes, the raw ingredient, for example, will come from some dirt. It has to be grown in a farm. We have to make sure, for example, when you have something growing in the soil, and there is a tendency for most farmers to put fertilizers to help that particular plant to grow. If there is an infestation, he will put a pesticide onto his farm to make sure that his crops are not destroyed by the pests. So we have to be careful when we go through in Pharmanex, when we purchase or when we get hold of these raw ingredients to put into our final product. We have to make sure that there are no toxic contaminants in the extract from these raw ingredients. So we carefully analyze whether this particular raw ingredient has pesticide, whether it has any fertilizers, or whether, in fact, whether there are any heavy metals, such as lead, cadmium. These are very toxic metals that are frequently found in any dirt around the world. So our scientists, when they get hold of our raw ingredients, they analyze for such toxic contaminants. We just don't say that our products do not contain any toxic contaminants. We actually test it. We make sure that it does not have a toxic contaminant. We don't just rely on our vendors for that kind of assurance. That's the reason why we have our labs, that we don't take anybody's word except our own, that our raw extracts, our raw ingredients, anything that we put in our products, we have thoroughly tested it within our own labs. That's really makes a big difference between ourselves and another company who says they have the certificate or whatever data to show that they have the raw ingredients tested. Because if they don't have a lab, they can't test it.
And the other aspect of safety is looking at nutrient interactions. Interactions with drugs, interactions with foods. And we are the first company to have instituted this process where every new natural product that we market is being tested for drug and nutrient interactions, so that we don't get any surprises. And if we find interactions that are benign and manageable, then those go on the label. The safety, the other aspect of that is good labeling. Those are clear directions of how to take the product, what the suggested doses is, the maximum dosage, and any warnings, if the product is safe during pregnancy, for example, or if there are any drug interactions. You never know when you're getting natural products from the market, what is in there. And so really we analyze all of the products. Every batch is analyzed for things like heavy metals, for organic toxic compounds, pesticides, for example, and those sort of things. A good example is what we do with Optimum Omega, our fish oil. The problem with fish is, although it's extremely healthy and virtually everybody, all the nutritionists recommend to eat more fish, the big trouble is that fish is so often contaminated. And so that potential is there for fish oil as well, of course. And so the fish oil that we are putting into Optimum Omega is screened so carefully for all of these potential toxins. Common in fish oil is lead, mercury, and also PCBs and dioxins and furans. And virtually nobody in the industry analyzes their fish oil for dioxins and furans because the test costs over $1,000 each time you run it. And so we do that with every batch. We make sure that we don't have these compounds, and there's literally 100 different compounds there. That's why the analysis is so expensive. And the levels that we find in our product are extremely low. They are orders of magnitude below the allowed maximums in the industry. So we're very proud of that. And the Optimum Omega is an extremely clean product, and so are all of our other products as a result of that.
I'll give you an example for the pesticide. Right now we have my QC lab, we have we call GC mass, the gas chromatograph mass spectrometer, and we're doing screening for the pesticide, and we're screening the 40 banded lists on the U.S. pharmacopoeia. They have a 40 band list. Using this machine, we can screen in half day. We can screen 40 pesticides. And if we don't have those know-how, it's impossible you can do those testing. So they will be lucky to screen 2 or 3. Don't even mention about 40. So we are pretty good on those skills. So sometimes even our competitors they want to do it, but you still need some of the way to know how to do it. So even they're trying to do it, they're doing the pesticide. That's what I'm saying. They probably they don't know how to do it.